Hi guys, it's Drew here. Thanks for tuning in to yet another video. This one is just to explain where the hell I've been for the past 11 days. I think this is the longest I have not uploaded a video for quite some time. And even then it was only the ink competition draw, which was a very brief thing. Incidentally, one of the ink prizes may be re-rolled over to another competition because one of the winners hasn't claimed their prize as of yet, which is a little bit bizarre. So if you are watching and you did enter the ink competition, please go out and check that video. Only 8 people watched it, despite over 30 people entering the competition. So a little bit bizarre there, but you know, that's what the internet's like, isn't it? Very weird. But anyway, where have I been then for these amount of days? Well, nowhere good, unfortunately. It's been my crappy health, unfortunately, rearing its ugly head again. And fate dealing me another shitty hand and giving me another health condition to worry about and increasing my medication tally. I think I must now take, if I just quickly work it out, I think I take approximately between 30 and 40 pills a day just to function. Combination of things basically, but without them I literally wouldn't be able to get out of bed. It's just that bad at the moment. For those long time subscribers would probably know I've got a degenerative back condition, which is, like I said, with it being degenerative, it's not going to get any better. And they can't do anything about it, can't do an operation on it, too risky. So that's fun in itself. Then I've got the digestive issues as well, which isn't very pleasant. I've also got a condition which is varicose veins in a very part of the body you really wouldn't want to get varicose veins, put it that way. Not that you want to get varicose veins in the first place, but if you can imagine the worst place possible, then you've probably thought of the right place. Then now fate has dealt me a shitty cardiac problem as well. Nothing to be life-threatening or anything like that, but something that has to be monitored, maintained and watched out for. And that's what's pretty much laid me up, this recent new condition for the past nigh on 2 weeks really. Pretty much couldn't do an awful lot. Pain was too much, very bad. The painkillers I normally take for my for the back, mainly for my back condition, weren't touching it. It was that bad, so bad I couldn't really speak. I actually lost my voice at one point. Don't know what that was related to, but it actually completely like a croak. So that was all fun and games. So it's been a pleasant 2 weeks, but finally after trying a few different things and remedies, it looks as if they've nailed it with the medication to maintain it, and I'm kind of getting back up on my feet and getting back up to speed there. So that's where I've been for the past 2 weeks or so. On the flip side, in the brief moments I was able to find some comfort and actually, you know, do something, I have been playing quite a few games which I've still got to review. The backlog is ridiculous, and I do apologise to any developers who were gracious enough to send me some codes in the recent weeks, but hopefully you understand why they haven't been done yet. But rest assured, as per always, any developer who does graciously send me a code out of the blue, I will obviously honour that and get a review done of you. A true review, of course, not pandering to anybody, but a true review of what I think of your game. So just bear with me. I will be catching up with the backlog gradually as best I can, providing my health you know, behaves itself, which it's not got a tendency to do. Anyway, I'm back to the doctors tomorrow just to see how the medication's going, and I'm actually able to get to the doctors myself this time rather than them having to come to me. So that's a sign of good progress really. So fingers crossed I'm through the worst of it for the meantime, and get normal service back up and running for you guys. So yeah, my absence to games have been mounting up quite considerably. I mean, games I've got to review are, for example, I've got the Mummy Demastered to review. That's coming out next week, I believe. So there's that to review. There's the new Artifacts Monday game, Abyss, the Wraths of Eden. Really looking forward to that. I always like the Artifacts Mondays output. You know what you're getting, like a classic puzzle, hidden object adventure game there. I've got the Road Trooper Redux to have a look at as well and to review. Obviously South Park came out, the Fractured Butthole. Won't be reviewing that one as such, but really looking forward to playing it, and it's great that you get the Stick of Truth available with it as well. I think 2 fantastic games there. I've also got to review Realms of Arcania Blades of Destiny. That's like a remake of a very old RPG that came out in I think the early 2000s. I think I may be wrong there, not entirely sure, but I've got that to review. This backlog's horrible, but it's going to be fun. It might take me some time to catch up, and I'm going to have to obviously try and interspace more recent releases coming out as well at the same time. So, but I will get there. I've got The Inner World, The Last Windwalk, which is the sequel to Studio Fizbin's fantastic first installment, The Inner World, which is still my game of the year so far, regardless of anything else that I've played. It's actually my indie game of the year by a country mile, and it's actually my favourite game of the year on Xbox this year as well. Just a fantastic adventure, and hopefully Last Windwalk's even better, because then we'll have the unusual circumstances where games 1 and 2 in a series are my top 2 games of the year, which would be fantastic if it is. I've also got Dungeons 3 to review, Decay the Mayor. I also got that one to review. What else is there? Deadbeat Heroes. There's that one to review as well. Mystic Bell. Have that one. Iron Wings. It's a flight combat game. And I think that's pretty much it, really. I think that's the extent of my... Inversus. I have that to review as well. That's probably the oldest one I've got to take a look at, and like I say, I severely apologise to any of you developers who have issued me review codes. I am very gracious that you have done that, but unfortunately, like I say, health just completely knocked me for 6, really, and obviously I'm sure you understand, but I will obviously get the reviews done. If you have done, I will get play your game thoroughly and get a true review done of the game as soon as I'm possibly able to, and I am going to try and do them in as much kind of order as possible. Obviously sometimes like a game like Dungeons 3 and like the Blades of Arcania one, they're RPGs, so they're obviously going to take a hell of a lot of time to get through, rather than a game which could be a quick 5 to 10 hours stint on it to appreciate what it's like. So obviously you have to make a bit of leeway in there. I also want to start having a small look at the Creators Corner section of Xbox One, which is a section that probably a lot of people don't know exists, and a lot of people deride that section because it's kind of like a successor to the Xbox Live Indie Game Store, which is now closed on the 360. And I won't go into it too much, but I'll be doing a separate video on it. But I want to start having a look at a few games on that service, and in fact I have got a few to look at. I've got Super Arcade Boy and the Defender of Planet Earth to look at. I have a game called Feta Ball to look at, or Feta Ball. Probably Feta, because Feta's a cheese. You don't want to be called each game Cheese Ball, do you, at the end of the day? And I've also got one which I think is part of the service called Foxyland, but it won't download for some reason. A developer sent me a code for that one and it won't download. I really need to contact them to say there's an issue with your game downloading on Xbox Live. But yeah, that's where we are with the games review situation. So what else has come out since I last spoke to you? Well, we had Shadow of War come out, haven't we? Again, I'm holding off on playing that because I am getting the Xbox One X, so I really want to enjoy that in its best version. So it seems silly for me to play the game, even though I really want to. I'm interested to see how these microtransactions of Shadow of War have actually impacted the gameplay, because it's kind of a 50-50 split at the moment. People are saying they don't impact the game whatsoever. Other people are saying they are, because there's a massive grind at the end, which is alleviated by you going for the microtransactions, and then there's other people saying if you play the game on easy, the grind's almost non-existent, or very, very, less severe anyway. So I don't know, but I'm getting really, it's really weird, because whilst the X isn't going to give me as such any new games to play, I'm just really excited for the 4K generation, whether it be checkerboarded or native 4K. I don't particularly care, to be honest with you. It's the best console out there, and for the price, you can't really go wrong. So before anybody jumps in with it's not native 4K, it's only checkerboarded, I don't particularly care. It's the best console out there, it's the most powerful console out there, and if there's a console that's going to be able to get a game to native 4K, it's going to be the Xbox One X. It's certainly not going to be the PS4 Pro, which is a fantastic console in its own right, but compared to the X, severely underpowered, and that's just the facts of it, really. That's just the facts of it. So don't want to get into a console war or anything, but it's just how it is. I don't deal with silly fanboyism. That's just the bare bone facts. It just simply is, on paper, the most powerful console, and if the developers do use it to its fullest potential, which is debatable if they will or will ever, then it's going to be they're going to have the best versions of every game out there. It's simple as that, really. So yeah, really kind of stoked with it, but kind of mixed feelings, because, as I say, it's not a new generation. It's not like getting the Xbox One for the first time. Fingers crossed I'll be up and running again, getting videos out there by the weekend. I have also got news of a massive competition or giveaway that I'm going to do, but it's going to have quite a condition to it. I won't say any more than that, but put it this way, the prize is going to be multiple games for Xbox One. When I say multiple games, I'm talking double digits of games. I'm talking maybe upwards of 15 to 20 games as the first prize, and some smaller packages for second and third prizes. I have to work out the logistics of it, but it's going to require a bit of work by me and a lot of work by you guys, but I'll let you know more about it in a video all of its own. But if we manage to do it, then somebody's going to have a hell of a lot of new games to play, and a few other people are going to have a decent pile of games to play. So it's going to be an interesting time, guys. Xbox One out, massive competition coming up once I've figured out how to best do it, and loads and loads of new games to review. So exciting times ahead there. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you've not done so already, and please share the video around. It really does help. And tune in for more exciting reviews and news coming up soon.